And the girls who are watching this video, let me just tell you that you will not go anywhere, I bet. Because I have someone here, the hottest, the handsome, the great dancer, a model, and a fitness freak. And I have
So, like you said, people get different odd jobs for that, and that is another dark thing.
very dark things, because I had been into this place, and there was a time when I got a call from someone to get into that business. I said I can't, and that was the last day when I got into this. I said, okay, I'm gonna leave it now. I'm not gonna face myself, because you have to see yourself as well. Like when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, what the hell you are doing? Yeah, is it what? Fame or family? Okay.
And too much fame very quickly will make you fall down.
Hello, my YouTube family. I'm sure you all are doing good, right? Another Friday, and I'm back with another conversation with someone very special in the studio. And the girls who are watching this video, let me just tell you that you will not go anywhere, I bet. Because I have someone here, the hottest, the handsome, the great dancer, a model, and a fitness freak. And I have to take a breath now. Please put your hands together and welcome Jaswanth Bhoppana.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited because I've seen your videos and everything. So welcome to Those Cars of Beer Books.
Thank you so much.
So how's your life treating you, and especially your family, your friends? How's everything going on?
Everything right now has been a roller coaster ride, especially 2022. It's been crazy because one reality show after another, and so many things my parents found out about me which they did not know, because I was very, mind my own business at home. Whatever my parents have to know, only that much. I'm a good kid according to them, but honestly, I'm not that good also. So obviously they are reacting, but not as wild as I expected them to react. And they're taking it well, my parents, everything that's happening. And my friends and all, they're like, okay, I've got a celebrity friend now. So they're just, when I go here and there, people taking photos of me, they're just standing in a corner, like, okay, what do I do? So that's about it. Nothing
That's what I was
changed.
asking you. I was about to ask, like when you're walking the street, somebody say, hey, hi, Jaswanth, I know you personally. How do you feel about this celebrity part?
It feels nice, like, how do I say it? It's good to an extent, but after a point, I'm a guy who really likes my privacy. So if I go out somewhere, I'm with someone and everyone keeps coming and photo here, photo there, it will get a little bit irritating. But right now I'm liking it. But I know that it's not something that I'd always look forward to. So in the beginning, I started wearing a mask and going out, and I'm ordering juice in a normal place, juice stall. I was like, I want a butterfruit milkshake. And then somebody just told me I'm wearing a mask. They're like, from your voice, I found out it's you, because they've been watching me 24/7 on the screen. Just from my voice, they just turned and like, you're Jaswanth. I was like, yes. So that's nice. But obviously, it's not every time. It's not nice.
So do you think it's a turning point or cornerstone for your life right now?
Yeah, definitely. This year, people found out who I was, and people know what I am. But other than that, it's been the same hustle that I always have, because just because I do a few reality shows doesn't mean that I'll get a movie or I'll get offers. I still have to audition for all these roles. I still have to go through the same hustle. But the fact is, now my name has a little bit more weightage, so that helps.
Yeah. So was it a pre-planned that you want to go for Roadies or Big Boss?
Not really. Like when I was in college, I saw Roadies, and I, to be honest, I haven't watched one complete episode of any of the reality shows I've gone for.
Oh,
That's
okay.
an honest truth from my side. But I know it exists. I've seen the auditions, and I was like, this I can crack. And suddenly, I got a chance to audition, and I did audition for Roadies from the scratch, from online, then went to Mumbai. and all that. And it wasn't a plan per se, but the moment I did Roadies, I realized that in the reality show business, even Big Boss is also a huge platform. So I've always wanted to do Big Boss as well.
Okay. So can you talk about more about the audition part? Because roadies is something people are so crazy about, especially youth, okay, of India.
Yeah.
So can you just talk about it? Like, how was the journey, auditions, everything? If you can just give me
All right.
overview.
So usually what happens in Roadies is there's a huge line. People wait for hours and hours together. I can somewhat call myself a little lucky because the time I auditioned, COVID was going on. And that time they could not hold such a big audition with, lines, people queuing up. So for me, it's relatively easy in the sense that they asked me to send a audition video on Voot. And from there, they shortlist people, and then we have Zoom calls.
So which happened first, Big Boss or roadies?
Roadies happened
Roadies
first.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was a nobody before. I just model, dancer, fitness freak, aspiring actor, but they didn't know who I was as well, right? So I auditioned from scratch and started with a normal audition video. From there, it went to 3 live, Zoom calls, and from there, for the last one, they called me to Mumbai. And for this, for example, they called me last night, and I had to leave the next day morning. Of course, because Roadies has such a huge name, they do not sponsor anything.
Anything?
Nothing at all.
What about the accommodation part?
Even if I go there for audition, it's all on us. The moment you get selected, they will take care of you.
Okay.
But until you're selected, everything's on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how difficult it was to just get there? Like, of course, I have seen the participants and they were like good, really good. So how did you feel about it? Like, did you think like it's going to be so difficult for me to get there?
Honestly, I did, because the fact is you're supposed to know Hindi really well for this show. And I was...
But I have never seen you talking in Hindi. Nandini was talking in Hindi most of the time.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen you talking in Hindi.
Yeah, because I think whatever I spoke, they're like, this is not working out, they just cut it. Because my Hindi wasn't that great, and when I tried to speak, I just fumbled here and there. So that was a huge challenge for me. I don't know how the audition I spoke, but I spoke in the audition, and I told them I'll learn really fast. But after I went there, I was like, everyone's anyways talking English half the time.
Right.
Especially other contestants, so why can't I as well? So I just try to mix match both. But the fact is, I thought I would not get selected because I did not know Hindi very fluently.
Okay. So if, as you said, like you haven't seen any of these seasons, right, before.
Yeah.
But how this season was different from other seasons?
This Roadies season was different because they had the previous Roadies contestants come into this season. So they were like the
As a
all-star.
wildcard entry or what?
No. So in this Roadies season especially, the 4 judges were not there. It was just Sonu Sood sir, who was a host, and he was the only judge. So he judged everything. And 10 of the previous seasons, whoever did really well, like an all-star season, they had to come into the show. And they were there were like 10 spots for newbies. Before, it's 20 spots for newbies. But now that got cut by half, and there are 10 spots for newbies. And in that, I also got selected. And that was the difference. People from the previous seasons coming in, and we had to work as a team in the sense that one ex-roadie, whoever has done roadies before, pairs up with one new roadie.
Okay.
And
who was with you?
In the beginning, I had someone called Basir.
Basir. Okay.
Yeah, he was a huge hit in his season as well. And again, it changed to Arushi Datta. Even she was a huge hit in her season. And then at the end, it changed to Yukti.
Okay. Yeah. So when you talk about Sonu Sood, was he able to manage the enigma and the legacy of the previous seasons, because it was set by Raghu, Rajiv and Ranveer?
Yeah.
Was he able to manage? Because I personally, I did not feel that way. It was very like cool, calm, composed kind of season was happening. Yeah.
Raghu, Rajiv and Ranvijay so were like completely different. Like they didn't have the the calmness that Sonu Sood had.
Yeah.
They were more about the masala and, figure out everything.
Exactly.
And I think Sonu sir was a bit more about, why do you want to fight? You get it? Like there's 2 different viewpoints, which both of them are right in their own way. And, but I feel like, that original roadies of Ranvijay and all the judges, that was a little bit missing, because in between him and I was like, who's going to guide me? For example, I'm in a show, and if somebody comes against me, the gang leaders and even Ranvijay sir, they'll just stand up and they will fight for you if you are right. But here it was more like, why do you want to fight? Let it go. relax, or you just figure it out among yourselves.
Even that's what I felt when I was watching this one of the shows and one of the episodes. I said I was not able to enjoy because we got this knack of gali galore and
Yeah.
the fire and compassion you have. I did not feeling that way when okay guys you do this do that. So I missed that part. I'm not sure about the participants, but I missed that as a viewer.
Yeah, I completely get that. Even when I went there, even I was shocked because it was, in the beginning there was a lot of masala, and then slowly it just, became more like friendly and, just
Right.
more game vibes. So what I feel the show tried to do was, before it was very limited to a particular audience as the youth. And I think it was not really working out very, very well like it used to before. So they tried to change something and, make it a little bit more family friendly as well, get a bigger range of audience to watch the show.
I don't think so. Family, person will watch this because this is only for youth. Roadies
Yeah.
mean that you're on
Yeah.
the road, right?
Yeah.
You're on the bike. I remember when Nikhil Chinnappa was there, I used to enjoy myself. Like I used to watch him. Like he's from Bangalore as well, right? So I used to enjoy. But somehow this part was like a little awkward. But as a matter, I don't know. I just want to say, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, and they tried something.
Right.
It became a travel show almost.
Right.
Yeah, like figuring out what's there in South Africa, the adventure sports there, but that real toughness, which I really wanted to face, pushing my limits to the next level, I found it a little bit more easier for me.
Easier?
Yeah, it was quite easy for me.
So Nandini was the winner, right?
Yeah.
So how did you find Nandini as a contestant? Like, I have seen like she has a real potential. She was not like, I have to bounce back. I have seen that one of the episodes when she was like serving and I was just, the way where she was landing on that part, it was amazing.
It was beautiful
amazing.
to see.
And I
as
have
well.
seen you running and just hugging her. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about the other participants? Like, was it tough or is it like you think, okay, I'm going to handle them?
I thought I was the strongest contestant there.
Why do you feel so?
Because I just knew the tasks, and physically as well, I was quite strong compared to the others, and I knew that I could, any task comes, anyone I face, I could easily beat them.
Who was the toughest one? Like you felt, okay, he's the one or she's the one.
So I felt Basir was the toughest, but somehow we both vibed from the first day, and we both became a buddy pair. We chose each other to be buddy pairs. So we became one team. Later we got split. And then from there another journey started for us.
Okay.
And and he tried to put me out, then I got him out, and he left it.
So that is the only way to put somebody out or due to this the kind of work you will get, right? Or anything else you have, like in Big Boss you have a lot of mind game. Here it's a physical game.
No, here it's also a mind game. Like, there's no people voting for you here. So you literally make deals with people and say that, okay, see, this time I won't vote you out. Next time you don't vote me out.
So this is behind the scene or like on the screen you guys are talking?
On the screen, on the camera, it will be shown. But I can easily backstab you. For example, I can just say, okay, this time I won't vote you out. But this time I will vote you out with other people. I'll make another group and vote you out. Just an example. So it's like that. This has more mind games, to be honest. Because no one can see what you're doing exactly. But in Big Boss, if the moment you start playing more mind games, the audience will vote you out because, they will be like, who is this guy? He's a little bit too cunning, or this and that. I don't like the way he's playing. But here, there's nothing like that. You do what you want.
Okay. So there's like this physical part which you do there. How important it is? It is just for the audience, or really you are just thinking, okay, if I have to clear this round, then I will get to the next round.
Oh, it is like that. The moment you win a task, you get immunity. And when you get immunity, you're safe from the vote out.
Okay.
And other people cannot vote you out. There was a point in the game where I think Basir and my team, we had again, you make teams and you play like with a lot of different people. So the more votes you have, the easier it is to win and survive. You will not be going out, your friends won't be going out. But at one point, our team, everyone went out, the other team kicked us out one by one. And then we knew that if we don't win the task, we are going home the next round. And we started winning tasks one after the other, and they started fighting amongst their own group because they had no one else to vote out. So it's like that. It was very fun. It was fun.
So you and Nandini went together, right? Participated, and she got a title.
Yeah.
Right. So what is your observation of what she did differently that made her to get the title?
She was more passionate about it, first of all, and there was a time that she did get voted out, like somehow because of my fault. And I didn't save her because I also wanted to play the game. and I thought she will not be going home, but everyone voted her, and turns out whoever gets second highest vote is going home. So she did almost go out of the show, but then she did come back as well at that same time.
So did you also play a game against her?
It wasn't against her, it was just sudden, like, I don't know how, but it was sudden. And the thing is, I was part of one team, she was part of another team, and somewhere at the very end, we somehow merged, like the teams merged, and we both started playing for the same team, if you get what I'm trying to say, like the same group. That was a good thing. That was a huge plus point for us. If that did not happen, I don't know where we would have gone.
So how was the chemistry out of that show? Like, did she ask you, like, why did you vote for me?
I didn't vote for her. I didn't save her. So
Okay.
what happened is, whoever's immune, like the ones who have won the task, they get a chance to save a pair, a buddy pair. And I had saved my rival because, game, and my buddy pair also wanted to save them. And I never thought that, Nandu will be in danger. But after we saved, Sonu sir revealed that whoever gets the second highest votes is going home. We're like, this we didn't know. And one we saved got 10 votes, but Nandu got 4 votes, and she was going home. Like, oh, damn. And she got really emotional. That's when I found out that, Roadies was a dream or passion and all that. I was like, whoa, this is a shock to me. But she did come back. They did save her. She did come back at that same moment, so they were not going home. They got a chance to give up some rhodiums, something like that. And everyone could save her, basically. So she came back. And then she went on to win the whole game show. Reality show.
Okay. So is there any prize money you got, or?
No, I think the one who came first gets 10 lakhs.
Okay.
So that gets split between the buddy pairs. It's one team is made up of 2 people, and second, third, nothing. Like it's just the winners. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how this Big Boss happened then?
Big Boss.
This is the OTT platform, right?
Yeah, this is the OTT platform. And surprisingly, it's in Canada. And I was really getting very fluent in my Hindi. I was doing auditions, and I was actually getting movies. But at that time, I was like, okay, Kannada. This is another language I have to work on.
But you speak in Kannada, right?
No, I speak in Kurgi and I speak English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was not brought up here.
Oh, yeah.
And my mother tongue is Kurgi, it's not Kannada. So at
Oh.
home we speak Kurgi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then how did you manage?
And again, same situation. I was like, oh my god, one more language. But I can do this, and I started learning over there. That's the only thing I can do. And the thing is, like, I can't speak in English inside the house. So you have to talk in Kannada if you speak.
Wow.
Yeah, the moment you speak in English, they'll play a song saying Kannada, and you have to speak in Kannada.
Okay. So, like, is it a scripted reality show? Because I feel too much fight, too much arguments happening in the same house, and I don't think so we can manage this much. So it's all about, what do you think?
Not really. There's not one word they tell us to say. That's the weird part. There's nothing that they will tell us, say this or fight for this. It's basically, it's a survival situation. There's not enough food in the house, and there's not good food, there's no entertainment, and people will get on their nerves. And for example, on our eggs, we wrote names because imagine, I've never done this on my egg. With nail polish, I'm writing name like J and N and S and all that. And if somebody eats your egg, it's going to be pissing off because you get 5 eggs a week. Imagine, like, on a normal day here in Bangalore, I eat 8 eggs a day. But the moment I went to Big Boss, I get 5 eggs a week. A week. Yeah, there's no non-veg. So you start fighting for simple things like that. And people... See, I didn't fight that much. I'm not over dramatic. But the thing is, the personalities which do come into the show are over dramatic. That's why they're in the show as well.
They want to get more attention from the viewers, or maybe they want to try to do something that can be in the limelight.
Yeah. So there were a few situations, and there were a few competitors who thought that fighting is the only way to survive, and that's where you get the limelight. That's what they thought.
Right. And I have seen changes in Nandini's profile as well. Nandini was in Roadies and in Big Boss. It's a 2 different profile. She was very aggressive in that big house, like, I don't know.
Big Boss.
Big Boss, yeah. So I have seen her very aggressive. So was it like deliberately, or she has to do that?
It came as a surprise to me as well. But I knew that she was competitive and aggressive, but maybe not this much. And in Roadies, everything was a bit more easygoing in the sense that, you get to go out, it's a beautiful place. But here, it's actually mental torture. inside Big Boss house. And the moment you get a slight frustration or a slight leak in your barriers, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what happens.
In the show, she was very, very loud. I was very surprised when I see that. I have seen her in Roadies.
Yeah.
She was like a fighter there.
Yeah.
And she was a fighter here too, but in a different attire altogether.
Yes. So that I was also a little bit taken aback by that, because even I, as a boyfriend, she was a bit more, aggressive towards me as well.
Yeah, she got into fight with you as well. In
Yeah.
one of the shows, one of the episodes, I have seen her fighting with you.
Yeah, and a bit more commanding, and I was just like, okay, this is weird, because we spoke about it, and I did tell her that before going to the show that you asked like this, just take it easy in the show, because it's public, and I had to control so much in the show, because the moment I also get loud and aggressive,
Right.
it's gonna get ugly.
You were very calm, you were trying to manage the situation. I have seen, I did see your episode when you got crazy, but yeah, you were trying to manage everything in a very polite manner.
Yeah, I tried my best to do that. I had to, actually, especially with Nandu. I had to, because because she might not control her feelings, and say whatever, and if I start, it's gonna look very bad. That as a couple, you're gonna look very, very bad on TV. So one of us had to balance it, and that took a lot of mental strain from my side to balance.
So when you come out, did you have that kind of trauma? Because I believe that this is a very, it's a hell,
Yeah, it is.
to be very honest. I've seen people having the same kind of mindset, even they are coming out of it. They're still talking that mode. Even you watch these shows, there's a different impact on the viewers as well.
Correct.
I have seen, family members talking the same manner because they got influenced so much by Big Boss. So how was your experience when you came out of it?
So let me just start from when I was there. I thought everything was going well, going smooth, and I can do it because I'm in that zone. I'm focusing on my game. I'm focusing on how to stay calm, and the moment I start getting thoughts like that, it's gonna go haywire. So I was very calm, but the moment I did come out, I realized the difference, because over there I felt like I was getting tortured. Once I came out, I felt like I was getting tortured inside the house, because there were so many things to manage, and I used to always complain that my head is hurting in the house, because I have to convert what I have to say from English to Kannada and talk that, then balance my relationship, play my game as well, and there's so many other competitors saying various things. So putting all that in mind, it was very, very tough, and the effect of the Big Boss house still lingers after you do come out. You feel drained. Like I was just trying to be myself, but I was feeling so drained because of all the time I spent in the Big Boss house. And I just kept on thinking, and the fact is the media even does a better job of torturing you, because you come out and realize how you've been portrayed or how you've been shown and what they're focused on. And when I came out, it was a bit of a shock to me, because I came out as a huge playboy, and I was having some feelings for another girl, and this was like, when did this happen? And it became such a huge deal. Like I can see episodes names and it's named like that, and Jaswanth love triangle. I was like, when the hell did this happen? But
these are these are all masala we need to have to run the show.
Yeah,
that is all. So how is the difference? Like if you see Roadies and Big Boss, what is the main difference you see, and what plan you had to be in the show?
Okay, Roadies, it's more about your game, and the audience has no say in what you're doing, and you will not do anything for the audience. You will do everything to survive. But in Big Boss, that's the biggest difference. People do a lot of things for the audience to look good, because they need the votes, and that is where your true character might not exactly come out, because you will do things for the camera more safe when people are voting for you. But when people are not voting for you, you can just be like, I don't care what happens, I'll just play my game. I need to survive, I need to win. And over here, and for the camera and Big Boss, people try to act a little bit over smart and make other people look even worse. And that's why the fights also happen, because they do say small things, but these small things make a big impact, because the way it will be shown on TV, for example, there'll be background music, and they'll do flashbacks and all that extra noise, which will look like it's a big deal. And if you don't say anything back to it, you look like a wuss. Yeah, so that is the difference between these two. And Roadies was fun. Like, it was a lot of fun. I'm an adventurous person, so I love going outdoors and bike rides and, seeing new places. And Roadies, every single place which I saw was better than the previous place.
Right.
For example, there was a place, our tent was here, this side is a beach, and right over next to us is a mountain. and the clouds are next to the tent. So imagine the beach and mountains are like almost in the same level. And you'll be like, wow, I'm in Jannat. But then you come to Big Boss and you're stuck in 4 walls, same people.
How many days were you there?
In Big Boss,
Yeah.
42 days.
42 days.
Yeah, 42 days. I went all the way to the finale and till the last day, but man, oh man, I'm not a guy who stays, confined within 4 walls.
So everything is fine now?
Yeah, it's fine. It's getting better. I've lost, I think, 6-7 kgs in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, you're trying to go back to your regime
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Like that was also a huge
Frustration.
Yeah, frustration, because I was like, I've worked so hard for this, and the moment I go back again, I have to build a body, and now to be an actor, having a good body is compulsory.
Right.
They literally ask you, take off your shirt in the audition video, because they're like, we need to see how you look. You be having shirtless scenes. You need to look good shirtless. And now again, I have to work on myself for 2 months before I can audition for those type of hero roles.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, that's in the back of my head, that's running. And it was just very tough. Big Boss is tough.
So since you're talking about your next step, I just want to ask you one thing, and this is a very sensitive part. See, this glamour industry has a very short span for everyone.
True.
Okay. Even you can see the winners of Big Boss or Roadies, they are nowhere right now.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know them, where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. So how you are trying to shape up your career right now and where you are heading to?
That's a very, very good question. And I have thought about this. To be honest, I even asked inside the Big Boss house, what are the winners or the top 3 of Big Boss, the previous seasons? What are they doing? And all I could hear was, some are doing some TV serials, and many people didn't know exactly what's happening. But my aim is to still do what I was doing before I entered Big Boss, because this changes nothing except for the fact that my name has a bit more weightage. And, in this industry, I will still be modeling, still be auditioning. And it's not like something will change because I did Big Boss. Nothing will change drastically. It's going to be the same thing. I'm in this industry, and my plan is to just keep auditioning and figure everything out. Now, what you can do is you can monetize your social media because of Big Boss, as people will follow you more. But that's the max that will happen. If you're an RJ, or if you're a comedian or something like that, it would help you. But being an actor or being a model, it will not help you that much.
Jaswanth, I can tell you my story. Okay, I was a professional model, and 2005 I was a Gassimesa India panelist. Okay, and I did a lot of shows, Delhi Fashion Week, Mumbai Fashion Week. I did a lot of things. Okay, but when I went there, Mumbai, I was there for 3 years, and to be very honest, there are days when you have nothing in your pocket. People feel that this is a very glamour world you are showing, and even you have to manage yourself, your expenses, daily expenses. You have to loan money from people. Right? And I have seen people having a sleepless night, and they got into different business as well. I don't want to take those things, but there are a lot of things we have.
I know.
Right? So this is the audience will forget you very quickly. Second season will come, you are gone.
Yeah, true that.
Right? So I will suggest you one thing, that's you have to have the second source of income as well. And I think social media is now, it's up to the standard where you can make money. Like you can have YouTube channel, you have your social Instagram as well. You can make a lot of money. Okay, so it's my small suggestion, because I'm elder to you, and I have seen this industry very closely, and I know a lot of people there in Bollywood as well. So I know what's happening here. There are people. The winner of this Gassimesa India, Nishant Daiya. When you can Google it, Nishant Daiya. He's doing nothing. He was a winner. Still struggling. Hanif Halal, he is doing nothing, but he had a big name at that time. Okay.
So let me just respond to this very quickly. So I do have my second source of income. That's dance.
Oh.
I'm a dancer. So I knew that even in modeling right now, if I do a gig, it takes 3 months for my money to come in.
Right.
And I have to keep asking them, and like, when's my money coming? When is it coming? Sometimes it might not even come. You never know.
They will not even give you. I'm telling you what they do. The politics they do. They will keep the money until you get the next assignment. They will not release the amount.
So that also happens.
Right.
And so for that, I do conduct dance classes online. I don't need a studio. I just need a phone and a space to dance, and I take dances online. So from that, I do my monthly. I get enough, quite a bit actually, to manage myself and to even save with that same money. So whatever I earn for modeling and all my gigs is just extra. On top of that, I also invest in the stock market, because I have done the courses for it, and I have done something called BCom International Finance.
Right.
So from that field also, I do make money. So I know how important the fact that you have to have many sources of income, especially in this field. So I know that even when I go to Mumbai, I'm waiting to go to Mumbai, but after I get my financial situation perfectly set. Not even slightly less, because I know will be months maybe that I will not own anything. So my emergency fund will save me, and I will not ever be getting into I know the dark world, and that's what I'm trying to avoid right now.
Even you can see that the well-established actor or actresses, they are spending a lot of money on different zones as well. Like they have different business model as well, and they are doing pretty well. Nika is one of the Alia is making a lot of money out of it. Even Katrina Kaif is making a lot of money out. So yeah, it's a good idea. Before we end this conversation, I want to understand that the dark side of Roadies and Big Boss. This is very important because a lot of youth is looking up to these shows. They want to get into it. They are crazy about it. So I want to just share a little bit what kind of darkness we have here.
Okay, I think the first darkness I can start with is fame. Fame sometimes gets to your head, and too much fame very quickly will make you fall down. So I've seen, or I've heard, and seen as well, a lot of people, they walk like they've done something great in life, and they talk like that to other people. You start losing friends because of the way you are. Your attitude changes, because that's what fame does to you. So suggestion would always be to be grounded, but it's just a suggestion, right? People will not usually take it. The moment you walk in the street, a lot of people come and take selfies with you. You get a boost, and you start acting like that with your close friends. You start losing your friends, and that is one dark side which I can vouch for, because I've seen it happen. I've seen a lot of contestants as well who have that, I've done something. Yeah, but you've just like a reality show or 2 or 3.
Right.
It's not something so huge in life. It's a huge accomplishment, but for me, that's not. It's just the starting phase. After this is what you accomplish. That's according to me. And next dark phase is you get addicted to the attention and the camera. So you start doing things just to stand out, and you start doing. I've heard somebody say there's nothing as negative publicity. Yeah, but it should matter to you, because it's your image, it's your legacy.
Right.
And sometimes they don't care about that. They just say whatever they want. The words said on camera, you can never take it back. And the moment it's played, it's stuck in history forever, right? So some people just don't care about that as well. Your legacy, your how you behave in public, all that matters. And with that comes abuse of drugs, which is another dark side, as almost a lot of people, no, I can't say everyone, I can't say that, but a lot of people in the industry do use it, and to build contacts. You get into the peer pressure, and you start doing the exact same things because you want to gel with them, you want to get the same contracts that they're getting or whatever. That's also a big dark side, and nowadays so many people do it, it's like it's nothing, but people do get spoiled through that, right? It's not, they get addicted to it, and they start doing things for money, and when the moment you start putting whatever little money you have into that, you need to find other ways to make money.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
Like you said, people get different odd jobs for that, and that is another dark thing.
Very, very dark things, because I had been into this place, and there was a time when I got a call from someone to get into that business. I said, I can't.
Yeah.
And that was the last day when I got into this. I said, okay, I'm going to leave it now. I'm not going to face myself, because you have to see yourself as well. Like
Exactly.
when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, what the hell you are doing? Yeah. Is it what you are supposed to do? There are a lot of other avenues we can make money
Exactly,
from, right?
exactly.
So why we have to do that?
Because it's easy and quick, right? That's why
It's
people
not
choose
long lasting. It's going to be
not.
like, it will come and go.
Yeah, because
You can't even save that money.
I know what you're saying. I know.
Yeah. So well done. And what are you going to say to my viewers before we end, and especially your fan club?
I'm always going to be grateful for my fans, and like I always say, if you're not there, I'm not there. And please keep supporting. This is just the starting of my journey. Maybe in Roadies, in Big Boss, they are reality shows, and I have not shown my personality completely. Also because I'm a private person, I like to keep some things private, and I know you will understand that. But as and when I go, you will see my skills more in terms of movies or web series or even TV commercials. Whatever it is, your support means the world to me, and thank you so much for having me on your show.
No, before you say that, I have to play rapid fire with you.
Oh my God.
This is going to be very interesting. I will not
Nice.
leave you. Okay, we're going to start?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Dance or gym?
Dance.
Fame or family?
Family.
Okay. I know the pressure. Okay. Which version of Nandini you like the most? A friend or a competitor?
Friend.
She's watching.
Friend.
Okay. Fill in the blank. That sucks me all the time.
Ooh. This is so tough. Pressure. Family pressure.
Okay. What could be the one thing that you want to change in your life?
There's nothing.
No?
Like, that I wanted to change before?
No, right now you
Right
want
now?
to... Yeah.
Yeah. Getting fluent in languages.
You should, I think. And if you're trying to get into Bollywood, you have to speak in Hindi.
Yes.
So very well. But I think, Hindi is not required when South is doing much better. So
I know what you're saying. But just fluency in languages is what it is.
What it is. Okay.
Yeah.
You would like to be called sexy or handsome?
Woo, both.
No, one.
Handsome.
Handsome. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
And a small thing I have for you.
Okay.
Okay, just a small gesture. So thank you so much, Jaswanth. It's a very, very, very delightful conversation I had with you. This is the first time I'm just talking to someone coming from the industry. I was there, but I didn't get a chance to talk. So thank you so much for coming and making it happen. And guys, please keep watching Beer Books and keep watching his all the shows are coming up, lined up. Okay. So till then, मिलते हैं आपसे next episode में. तब तक के बड़ों को नमस्कार, छोटों को प्यार.
Thank you.
Well done, well done, well done.
Brilliant.